Welcome to the Emily Otto Show, business coaching for rebel healers, priestesses, and other witchy women. This podcast will give you the tools to help you build and scale your online healing business so you can help more people and make more money. My goal is for you to enjoy your life and business with plenty of time for pleasure and play. I am over the moon delighted you're here. Let's start today's episode. Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Emily Otto Show. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first things first, I am so freaking excited that I have 2 one-on-one coaching spots open. Send me a message on any social media platform or shoot me an email. It's emily@emily-otto.com. It can be either a 3 or a 6-month coaching package, but the whole point is that you get to have one-on-one support over time so that you can build and scale your successful wild and witchy healing arts business. So 2 spots open for long-term, intense one-on-one coaching. You get me in your back pocket on Telegram, a walkie-talkie app. You get access to all of my live coaching programs, all of my pre-recorded coaching programs, and then 3 one-on-one video coaching calls every single freaking month during our time together. I love working in this way, the intensity, the accountability, the getting me in your back pocket full time. I have 2 of those spots open. And then I have 2 Telegram only coaching spots open. So if you're like, I don't have the time, I don't really want to participate in a live program or get like all these other things, I just want you in my back pocket Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, to cheer me on, to tweak my mindset, to help me figure out what to do next with my content marketing, with my organic social media marketing. This is for you. But wait, there's more. I also just launched VIP days. So I have VIP days open either here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, or virtually, and they are on freaking sale for a very limited time for $1,500. I am never offering them at this price again, but I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to do it because I've got 2 different styles for the VIP days. The first one is for you if you have not yet built your business, you don't have a program or a product suite, you just have an idea and you have skills. It's called Build Your Business in a Day. And you and I will literally be working through how to create your programs, your services, your freebie, what your branding is, what your niche is, and then creating a social media strategy for the next 90 days to have you sell out your offers and start to create the foundation for a wildly successful healing business. The other VIP day is the Rich Witch Wild Woman Abundance Activation. It's a mouthful, but I really like it. And this is for you if you already have a business, but it's starting to feel kind of dry, kind of like you're burning out, and you want to invoke more ritual, play, pleasure into every piece of it. And so it's you and me, ceremony, ecstatic dance, cacao, plant spirit medicine, future life progression, so that we can infuse your business with juice. All right. Those are the offers right now. I am so excited to bring these to you. Send me a message on any platform to get more details, and you can scope out my website for information on the VIP days and the one-on-one coaching, Telegram only coaching. I don't have any info for that out there. Just send me a message. Yay! I am so excited because I'm here with the absolutely fucking fabulous Marisa. And I'm so excited to get to talk with you today. Can you give our audience a bit of background on like how amazing you are and what you do in the world?
Well, thank you for the introduction. Hello, friends. I'm so excited to be here with you all today. I am Marisa, aka the legendary Glowho, King Daddy Rainbow Stallion, the agent of sunshine. You're like, what does all of that mean? We'll talk about that later. We'll get into why I have so many monikers. But I'm a life, sex, and business coach, and I love to help high-achieving, high-performing humans do more of what they do by harnessing the power of their mindset and their pleasure. And my desired outcome is that 8 billion people on this planet feel a little bit freer in their mind and in their body, having received my message. So, I just have a few small goals here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's what you're known for, is having like small dreams.
Right? Little dreams is what is my brand. Audacious goals is kind of what I'm known for. And I have a mantra: I set audacious goals, I think delusional thoughts of possibility, and I achieve iconic results. And it's really powerful what we can do when we harness, like I said, the power of our capacity, our dreams, our desires, and then we put behind that the power of our mind to believe that it is actually achievable. And then what comes out of that, my friends, is the magic.
So much magic, so much juice. And that's really, really what I want to share with our listeners today, the wild, witchy women that are out there listening.
The rebels. I mean, I couldn't love your brand more because I am so here for the rebels.
I feel like we've gotten to know each other fairly well in the last 6 months or so. But before that, I was totally fangirling you. And I think vice versa.
I was going to say vice versa. We've been watching each other's steady rise.
Yeah. And it's just so fucking awesome. I love your articulation around coaching the whole human and not having to decide of like, oh, do I do sex or love or relationships or business? How did you either decide that, or how did it like come about that your articulation of, no, I support the whole human?
Totally. I mean, it's multifaceted, but really there's no part of us that is separate from any other part, right? And I launched a business mastermind last year that was focused on high ticket sales. It was amazing and incredible. And what I started to notice was that all of those clients were coming to me with whole human moments for coaching support, right? Like, and so whether that was a disagreement with their partner or a challenge with their kiddo, their child, or asking about ways to harness their sensuality, their sexuality, to have more pleasure in their life, because as a more pleasure-led being, there was more capacity to be available for their entrepreneurial desires. And so I just started to notice that we could call this a business mastermind, but what we're actually doing is addressing all parts of us, because especially as entrepreneurs, we do bring the entirety of us to our businesses. And what a gift that is. I mean, we'll touch on authentic self-expression later on too. But being able to bring your whole humanity is one of the gifts of being an entrepreneur. And so it was really born out of just seeing that. And then also one of my mentors, because one of the things that I deeply, deeply believe in is the mentorship model. I've always pursued that, whether I like most of us, I think here in your land, we're multi-passionate human beings. So like I had a prior career as a massage therapist. Pretty sure you did too. And just seeing like, there's always this dynamic of the whole human coming through. And also that mentorship is such a valuable pathway. So as a massage therapist, I looked to find a mentor. And as a coach, I'm always, again, aligned too with someone to mentor me as I mentor other humans. And so one of my mentors really brought about the concept to me too of looking at a whole human perspective. So I'm grateful for both clients and mentors that brought me to bear this work out into the world. And that's the tagline. I have a group program called the Glow Up Collective, and the tagline is life, sex, and business coaching for the whole human. So that's how it came to be.
And you guys, the spelling of Glow Up Collective is so good. So if you're searching for Marisa out in the world, make sure you're looking for the spelling.
I'm quite the wordsmith, I brag. And not only am I a wordsmith, but I actually get so much pleasure through the play of words and through clever word usage. So it was for my own, I'm such a selfish bitch. It was for my own pleasure that I started amusing myself with alternate spellings of the word glow and of the word hoe. And so, yeah, you'll find me out there. And once you see it, you know, it's me. It's also incredibly smart branding on my part, which was not intentional, but hello, my own genius coming through to
Absolute genius. Yeah.
Yeah. There ain't no other legendary glow ho out there on these internet streets.
Or rainbow stallions, just saying.
Or King Daddy Rainbow Stallions either. And again, more testament to authentic self-expression. I'll tell you over and over again that which we think would drive people away from us and make that our silly asshole brains would tell us would drive people away from the desire to work with us. That's never the case. It's always the thing that actually draws people in. So I thought people wouldn't work with me because I smoked weed. I thought people wouldn't work with me because I have suicidal ideation on a semi-regular basis. I thought people wouldn't work with me because I called myself the Rainbow Stallion and the I'm such a slut and a hoe, right? Like all of these things that I thought if I really let people know the truth of me, they would shy away. And it's not the case at all. When you're allowing yourself to be authentically self-expressed, when you allow that vulnerability to show through, when you allow your whole humanness, your humanity to show through, that turns out is highly fucking magnetic and such a permission-giving space.
And I think that's really the kind of like the meat of it, the bones of it is when you're shining and taking on that permission for yourself, you empower other people to show up in that way. Other people feel like they can be too much around you, right?
Oh, permission for too, I mean, permission for too muchness over here.
Right. Like, go ahead. I've been telling my mastermind ladies lately, like, go ahead and try. Try your best to ask too many questions, show up too bright and shiny, be too much, go for it.
And I mean, I have something that I call the shiny people theory. And then that is that when I shine, my glow affects your glow. Puns always intended. Together we glow higher. But like, what creates my shine? Well, what creates my shine when a human can literally be in their juice and their essence, where you walk into the room and you're like, that person, I want to be closer to that person. What's going on over there?
Yeah.
What it is that they have the sense of safety that they can be authentically self-expressed.
And that's what I was going to ask next is how do I feel so safe that we can do that? Because I think a lot of safety is an inside job. There's external, for sure, but so much internal.
So much internal. And excuse me, all of our beloved audience members, I'm recovering from a cold. So if you hear some wheezing and some coughing, that's what's happening. Safety is so much an internal job. I would actually call it, to give rough percentages, like an 80-20, 80% an inside job, 20%, because I even talk about, with boundaries and safety, I'm always coaching around self-responsibility and really calling us up into our capacity to show up for ourselves. When we outsource the desire for someone else to come through for us, and I'm not bypassing that, that's a beautiful part of human connection, right? But like when we are expecting someone else to hold our boundaries, that's bypassing the power out to the other human versus holding ourselves expecting ourselves to maintain our boundary. It's not a realistic expectation that other people won't try your boundaries just because you've told them or stated them.
I love that. And I love the percentage of 80-20 to really kind of nail that into perspective of how much safety is an internal job. I've been watching a ton of BDSM videos about self-consent.
Yeah.
And that was blowing my fucking mind of like, where in my past have I been the one who went through my own boundaries and didn't like it? And how do I do that differently in the future?
So much so. I mean, safety is an inside job, starting with our mindset, knowing ourselves, knowing our yeses and nos, but then an inside job in the sense of them taking that out to the world and saying, here is where my boundaries are. Here is how I desire to be treated, how I expect to be met. And if not, then I choose to keep myself safe by holding my boundary and not be like, you aggressed my boundary. Right. Fuck you. And we're allowed to call that out too, but also to say, no, but here is me. My boundary is me. It's my responsibility.
Right. And here's my decision. And here's okay, great. Now we won't be engaging any further.
And as we pair that with authentic self-expression, this is the place where, again, I think I talk all day long about the things we have not been taught. And that's part of why I do what I do, is to bring information to us, or to ask us and invite us into considering things a different way. But, it's like, we have not been taught to really know our yeses and our nos as related to authentic self-expression.
I love that.
And so it's one more place in which, kind of overall, I think our conversation today is a little bit about this arc of like, why does it benefit you to be authentically self-expressed in your business?
Right. Right. Why does it matter?
Right? Why does it matter? And one of the reasons that we can talk about it is we can talk about it about how that's a form of magnetism that you'll draw people in. But what we're talking about right now is, why does it matter to be authentically self-expressed? Well, it matters because of foundational safety.
Ooh. Foundational safety. I love that. I'm writing notes as we're talking. Like, okay, go back to this.
By the way, friends, we didn't have a planned outline for today, but I knew magic would come out of this, and I'm seeing it happen right now.
I'm super excited. And I told Marisa already, I was like, you were probably going to need multiple podcast episodes. Oh, darn.
I brag. I literally, listen, I brag. I'm a more bitch. I'm not a one dose sitting. Of course you need multiple helpings of me.
Duh. Luckily, you have multiple ways people to hire you. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. And I encourage all of you to come in and hang out with me in my magic. This is what's so powerful about humans like Emily and myself, and you who are watching too, because this is what I just love about humans so much. There's not a single one of us that doesn't have a magic that we can help uplift the world with. And I so deeply believe in your capacity to do that. And also, I know that there are pieces of this puzzle that feel overwhelming, intimidating. You don't know what or how or why, right? So hanging out closer into Emily and I's lands, we're going to help you with those things. And then you get to go share your magic. And that is our utmost goal.
Oh my gosh. This is the only thing I still love about the Catholic Church. And Easter Vigil Mass, right? You've got a giant candle flame. Everything's pitch black dark. And you take that flame and each little candle is lit from it. And I loved that as a little girl, and just seeing, oh, okay. So if Marisa, if I can be fully authentic and expressed in ourselves, in our lives, in our business, in our loves, then we get to spark your fire too. We get to help you light your own flame and amplify it.
Yes. And I believe our world does need to change. I want to see some shifts in our world. And I think that when we create big businesses for ourselves, when we create big economies for ourselves, when we have I'll say the word, the power of money and authentic self-expression, then we can sway the tide in our favor. And to me, that's imperative that we do a little bit of that swaying, a lot of that swaying.
A lot of the sway.
May we all break free from some of these boxes that we hold ourselves in. ASAP, friends. So, yes.
So I think you are also very firmly on, the power and the money train, in terms of more money and more power in the hands of amazing humans is a good thing.
Yep. Yes, please. I want you to have more freedom in your mind. I want you to have more freedom in your body. I want you to have more freedom in your bank account. That to me is an unstoppable trio of empowerment that allows us to really, I'm radically selfish too. I'm a hoe and I'm radically selfish.
I love that. Permission to be radically selfish. Woo.
But and real talk, it's born out of some shadowland. But if I have to remain on this earth, which there's often been times where I'm like, I'm done. I'm ready to go back to my planet of origin. Thank you so much. But considering that I think there's still some more for me to do here, if I need to be here, I might as well be in pleasure.
You might as well
and
have fun.
I might as well have a whole lot of fucking fun. And the way that I'm going to have more pleasure and more fun is giving myself more permission, more information, more knowledge, more awareness, all of those things. So when I allow myself to think about things from a different perspective, when I allow myself to experience something new, one of the things that I love is that both of us have been doing a little bit more spending more time in kink land over the last couple months.
Yeah.
When we allow ourselves to be in a different experience of our body, then we are in more pleasure. We're creating more pleasure pathways. And again, that all connects back to shiny people theory. And if I need to be here, I might as well be helping other people have a great time too. So really, again, as related, we can always draw it back to authentic self-expression and knowing yourself, whether it's knowing the authentic self-expression of your boundaries, what are your true places of yeses and nos, or whether that's knowing the authentic self-expression of your pleasure pathways, sexual and non-sexual, right? Like allowing yourself to be in that knowing of self, being in that acceptance of self, and then being an application of that knowing. Babes, that's the juice you're looking for. People, in our industries will always be like, tell me the secret code, tell me the way. Where's the magic elixir?
Give me
the magic elixir.
There's no magic elixir except the one you create yourself.
I was going to say, you are your own magic elixir. Your pleasure, your freedom, your liberation, your authentic self-expression is the secret sauce. No one can do it like you. That's why I talk about narcissism. I brag, I coach a lot with narcissism, not about treating it. I'm controversial, by the way, babes. I like hang out in a controversial land. I won't say that I'm for everybody. And I've been on the not beautiful side of narcissism for sure. I grew up with a sociopathic father and dated a narcissist. So I know that side. But what I mean about narcissism is self-belief that nobody does it like you do. Mm-hmm. That piece of reclamation of narcissism is like, fuck yes, I am the only one that does it this way. And therefore, too, my authentic self-expression is such a gift to the world.
I love that. If you're listening and you're feeling activated or you're feeling like, oh, great, permission to investigate that sensation, explore it, and fucking hire Marisa. Because like getting closer to that, I found to be so powerful of, oh, should I? What's there for me? Instead of like, must run and retreat. I don't know, strange sensations in the body,
I had a person tell me one time, they were like, I really like you. I want to spend more time with you, but I feel very intimidated by you. And I was like, that's called being intrigued. You're intimidated and you're triggered and you're also intrigued. And so come hang out, right? And there's so many ways to come play in my world. You can just hang out and watch my Facebook page and my lives. And I have a whole YouTube channel that you can binge of, or YouTube playlists, rather, let me say, that you can binge to get my vibe and be in my energy. And then when you're ready for more medicine, I have the layers for you to come dive in. I have an incredible group program. I do one-on-one coaching. I have VIP days. I'm a sales queen. Like I'll just casually brag that I've done over $1 million in coaching sales in the last 2 years, cash, selling 100K. I've sold everything from $88 offers to $100,000 offers, right? So I have an incredible sales course. There's a lot of ways to engage in my world, but really the way to engage first is to start the conversation. Let's have a human to human conversation, reach out and introduce yourself in the DMs. Do the brave, hard thing, which is allow yourself to be seen and say, hi, I'm here.
What's the best platform for people to connect with you?
I love that. The easiest one to tell people is the Instagram. My Instagram handle is Marisa Tells All. You need to know how to spell my name. This is where, like, again, my mother set this up before I was even born, because you can spell Marisa 13 fucking different ways.
Good point.
R's and Y's and I's and S's and all of the things, but it's pretty simple. It's Marisa, Marisa Tells All. And then send me a DM through there and we get to begin our dance, our connection together. And I so deeply desire for you to feel your freest self. And that in any way, shape, or form that I can contribute to that is my absolute pleasure. So hop in my DMs. Let me see you. Let me celebrate you. And let's see if you need some support.
I love it. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. We're going to have to do this again. There's so many different topics.
Yo, that was like barely the tip of the iceberg. If I never knew about this, but I had experienced it before I knew there was a term. There's a term called shallowing. Shallowing is when if you're a vulva-bodied human, it's having something inserted within just the first inch of your vaginal canal.
Yeah.
And oftentimes when we're playing with penetration, we forget that first inch is so innervated and we just literally bypass it. Totally. So today was like a little bit of shallowing. We hung out just on the tip.
Just the tip, ladies. I like it.
So whenever we're ready, we can go a little bit deeper.
More to come. Ha ha ha. Thank you so much.
Friends, thank you. So much love.
That's it for today. Share this episode with other Rebel healers so they too can make more money and deeply support their people. Join my free Facebook group at Business Coaching for Rebel Healers with Emily Otto, and stay tuned for next week's episode. XOXO.